illegal money legally taxed and legally deposited. This works because auditors can't easily disprove a cash business's revenue without extensive covert surveillance most agencies won't spend resources on unless something bigger is already suspected. A laundromat, a car wash, a vending machine route, a nail salon. These businesses exist specifically because they're plausible enough to explain cash nobody can trace back to a specific customer. The limitation is scale. You can only launder roughly as much as your business could plausibly have earned without drawing attention, which means this method caps out fast if the amount of dirty money coming in starts to dwarf what a small storefront could ever legitimately generate. Investigators who specialize in this level of laundering often start with a simple comparison most launderers never think to check from the other direction: how much water, electricity, or detergent a laundromat actually purchases relative to the revenue it reports. A business claiming to wash $6,000 worth of laundry a month but buying supplies that would barely cover half that volume is exactly the kind of mismatch that turns a routine tax audit into a much larger financial crimes referral. Level 3. Shell companies and fake invoices. Once the laundromat can't absorb enough volume, you need companies that don't need to make sense to a customer walking in off the street, because there is no street, and there are no customers. A shell company exists on paper only. Registered with a state, sometimes with an actual registered agent address that's really just a mailbox service, it exists to generate invoices for services that were never performed. Your shell company invoices your legitimate business for consulting fees or marketing services. The legitimate business pays the invoice. The money moves from a business that has to explain its income to one that never has to prove it did any real work, because on paper, it did. Layering in laundering terminology is exactly this: moving money through multiple transactions specifically to obscure its origin, each transfer looking individually unremarkable while the overall path becomes nearly